Junto Nakatani moving up in round one, underway of the challenge himself against Alexandro Santiago in the gray with the white gloves. And this is Turnbatia on the call, joined by Chris Algieri, shaping up for a fantastic matchup, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. This
Junto Nakatani.
But he's fighting a very, very tough champion, and Santiago really impressed me in his last. Only just moving up, not only just fighting in a world title fight. Air, put on a great 12.25
pounds, which is actually very incredible
tonight.
And
it's incredible even now here, 5'8" at 118 pounds.
Class. He actually started his career, Chris,
the power that he gets, even though he fights out of that wide stance.
Nakatani uses the right hand to blind his opponents.
Wide stance, which is always interesting to me.
There we saw the very dangerous weapon.
Yeah, he's very explosive too. So
sometimes to the head, sometimes to the body. We saw him throw it there.
Curious to see how he carries that power here, into the blinding lead. Little clash of heads there. Here into this new weight class. Santiago's not known as a puncher, but he is a physically bigger man.
And we mentioned he was also going through some personal turmoil and determination. Alexandro Santiago taking out okay, but that wasn't easy to deal with in terms of
early on. But it was his work rate and his engine that won him the day in that night.
Tough as they come
here tonight against Nakatani.
Both fighters hungry, and that's why this is such an intriguing matchup with determination and will, and that's why they've both fighters coming from humble beginning. And that's going to make for a truly interesting moment. And just
yeah, absolutely. You see those long legs, that explosiveness and good reaction, that wide stance. I always say Nakatani's hands up high. He's got those legs spread wide.
5.5, so it is going to be a stark
difference.
Here we're
seeing that all on display.
Nakatani listed in this fight, but Chris, as you mentioned, this is with the 69 1/4.
He draws a line in the sand, and then as you cross that critical distance line,
he's comfortable at this weight, and this is the first time.
Attempted counter uppercut from the outside from Nakatani.
Lightning fast left hand, but he uses the right line.
He'll let that left hand go like that.
Makes it all that more tough to defend against.
Or the uppercut, which you saw a few moments ago.
And not only is it in a...
I almost forgot about those. I don't know how. Being so tall, everyone has to kind of crouch to get in right behind it. I don't know how, because of the Maloney fight, he couldn't miss with crouch to get in, which opens him up for uppercuts up the middle.
There, almost like a rangefinder, sometimes throwing it, but just keeping it out there to bother Santiago as the taller, longer fighter, right?
He was either obstructing your vision or your movement with that lead hand, and he wants to unveil, but also at the same time, when he takes a half step back and he keeps that hand out, you see him setting it up. That's why his feet are so wide.
Throw the jab and then the left hand, but then other times
he puts a lot of weight on that back foot.
Not ready for the left hand because it comes a second later than you're expecting. And sometimes watching tape on Nakatani, but then other times he'll double up on the jab. That changes the
get himself to a position where he can explode and still get to Nakatani. What needs to do is he needs to set hand over the top, catches tricking Nakatani into the Santiago. Now he thought he was safe on the way out. Very easy for Nakatani to take a half step back
over the top. And there it is again, the reach of Nakatani. That big left hand
of the champion Santiago over that right.
Nakatani now finding a home
over that right eye. Probably from that, he can be very explosive. Comes through with that 1-2 his last fight 7 months ago. Both eyes in the fight against Nonito Donaire.
What we've been talking about in terms of Alexandro Santiago's. He fights through with will and determination. Santiago's toughness, and we saw the cut open up. The left hand gets through again. Really never know. And of course the Maloney fight, which we showed highlights of. And that time it was more where he knocked out Maloney in spectacular fashion. So that just adds another variable.
Santiago fired back with his overhand right. So Nakatani has realized, okay. We saw there, as soon as he threw that looping shot, I can go to the looping punches later.
But right? Usually, sometimes you
right hand from Santiago over
corner shot with the jab, but that time it was a lead, so it caught Nakatani. It seemed like Santiago had success with that
for those shots coming back his way, but really to realize that he has to punch with Nakatani. Control of the range. So as Nakatani steps in,
distance and find openings on the difficult Junto. Working at distance, Alexandro Santiago. 40-36, so a huge and we do have every round so far
Santiago
to Junto,
keeping him on the outside and controlling the distance throughout.
For the challenger, Junto Nakatani, Chris.
Throughout. Yeah,
we've seen moments for Santiago.
Nakatani doing a great job of
was able to get inside and close some distance.
Throwing those long punches. He's got the height and the reach advantage. Yeah, at this range, you're just not going to beat Nakatani. He can do this all.
And with everything we've said, there is something. And the same thing here for Alexandro Santiago. He's as tough as to be said for Will Segua. He wasn't successful, but he was able to go the distance to change up the momentum of this fight as they've come. And the difference is he's also had success
more
at the
than just trying. I mean, nobody wants to leave their belt.
Continuing this fight without at least trying other tactics.
I mean, he is the champion. He is defending his title. Nakatani.
Junto Nakatani.
Ooh, letting those hands fly. Nakatani will back Santiago up.
So far, according to Open, working off the jab, working off the movement.
These combinations very well.
And what we've been seeing here, it's been all Junto Nakatani using that height.
Looking to no avail
Santiago
so far.
Looking to make adjustments, looking to get inside.
Oh!
Huge 6. Huge left hand by Nakatani. Drops.
I mentioned multiple times. He was going to have catches him on the point of the chin, put him down.
Nakatani, right hand.
Did not see that punch coming. Straight left hand right down.
Damage to drop Santiago for the second. Nakatani, the challenger. This time it was the right hook. Round TKO win over Alexandro Santiago.
It's very high on Santiago. Junto Nakatani is very special. I fight right against a very tough champion. And to put him away that way, wow. This is a tough fight, like I mentioned, moving up in weight.
Junto Nakatani does it. He'll knock out. And now world champion weight class. Sky
6-round stoppage. Super impressive.
He dare is certainly the limit for just too much. There's too many weapons there for the challenger. He got up, he came forward.
A big ass for Santiago. You know, Junto was 2 and 3, but once he dialed in, started letting. Yeah, no, I mean, dialed in, started letting those hands go. Santiago just cased in the range perfectly. It was a nearly flawless performance. And I get the feeling, by the way, this fight went.